Hello, this is Sheshachalam from Astroguide Mysore. Today we are discussing the combination of Sun and Ketu. This is the combination of planet which I had left out. I don't know how it happened, but still, let us go through the minute characters of Sun. Why am I stressing the minute character? Is because when Ketu joins any planet, it emphasizes the minute qualities and enhances them to a higher level. Like, for example, I'm just giving you an example of Sun. Sun, the minute quality of Sun is the person or a native with a strong Sun in the ascendant or a strong Sun would demand respect if it is malefically disposed, will command respect if it is benefically disposed. See, this is a minute difference of the planet Sun. And when Ketu is along with that particular placement with Sun, it enhances this quality that if it is malefically disposed, anyway, with Ketu, Sun is said to be malefically disposed, and this person will demand respect. And if he feels that he does not get the respect in that particular place, he will not be in that place. So, this particular quality of Ketu, which makes small minute significations of a given planet and multiply it to a perfect high level of perfection, is the most important quality of Ketu. Sun, I'm going to the other qualities of Sun also. Sun represents the eye as an organ. Moon represents the eyesight. How you can see whether you are having a good lens, whether your eyesight is 20/20 or it's imbalanced. That is to be seen from Moon. But as an organ, the retina, the cornea, the iris, the lens, all these functionalities have to be seen from Sun. So when Ketu sits very close to Sun, it burns the organ to a certain level. Burns in the sense the cornea, the retina, there will be some malfunction. There will be some malfunction because of lack of supply of blood. So, because of this particular thing in medical astrology, this particular yoga was called as Andha Yoga. That is, if it is particularly sitting in the first house or the second house of the native, there will be difficulty with regard to the eyes. And eyes in the sense that it will also give difficulty to the eyesight. So, the point of our understanding here is that the eyes, they do not perform fully in the same way the heart. Sun represents heart, the heart of a person which pumps blood. So why does Sun represent heart? Because it represents the blood itself. So when Ketu sits along with Sun, it can give another problem, that is the hole in the heart or dysfunction of the heart, dysfunction of the valves of the heart. So we should see the position of Ketu. Don't simply get panicked when I'm telling you these things, but still go through it in detail without understanding the chart. Please don't jump into any conclusions. Every single planetary prediction will not be taken fully until you see the other planetary positions and their aspects and control over the negative planet. So the negative planet also can go through a Veda where the planet which is sitting on the other side or along with it will try to control or mitigate its negative qualities. So heart problems, that is cardiac problems like flow of blood, or going through angioplasty, or getting a stent implanted within the heart, can be seen for this combination of sun and ketu. The beauty of this combination also is there. That is, sun usually shines all over wherever it is, until there is a cloud or a smoke which engulfs our atmosphere. The earth is getting full sunlight if it is clear. When the Ketu comes into the picture, it is like as though you are putting a magnifying glass below the sun, and all the parallel rays of the sun will then suddenly get converged into a point. It's as good as a laser. It's very high density light which actually is converging to a point which will start burning, in the sense of the medical astrology. That's what I told. But this is also that it makes a person who can have a wide range of expertise have one particular thing of peculiarly expert skill. So that expert skill is given because of Ketu along with Sun. But Ketu also can give you in depth studies into spirituality. Sun gives you in depth study into scriptures, anthropology, our history, human history, eh, research, mantra. All this is given by Sun. And if you go along with Sun, if you put Ketu there, the research is taken to Hatha Yoga. That is, a person will never even eat properly or sleep properly until his project is cleared. So his dedication towards his research is intense. The intensity is because of the Ketu. So this is a beautiful combination, because it produces people who actually deliver something for this world. They give up their whole life and they deliver something for this world. So, once again, this is into the professional or into the occupational life of the person. But when we come to the personal life of the person, then controversial speech, if it is in the third house and if it is in the sixth house, then unnecessary enemies, that is where it is not required, you speak, argue, and get stuck into the argument and form enemies. So detailing of a subject is good if you are in research projects, but detailing of unnecessary arguments in married life will surely bring it to an end. So the placement of Ketu and Sun is not at all good for a happy married life. So the relationship of everyone who has Sun and Ketu does not go to the doldrums. Sun and Ketu, particularly posited in the 6th, 7th, 8th, or the 12th houses, is bad for the married life. Sun and Rahu, if you understand, or if you have already understood, because I have done that Rahu Grasta Surya video, pompous, outwardly wants everything to be big, ritualistic practices. He wants people to highlight his presence in the society, does puja, worshipping God, more of a physical kind of a nature in nature. Sun and Ketu, inward, deeper thinking, simplistic living, spiritualistic living, no idol worship, a very high level of spiritual thinking where things will work out without unnecessary, show and pompous, So this is a fantastic combination for a person to go into higher level research and get into deep understanding of subjects. You can also understand in the medical astrology, sun represents bone. So Ketu represents fracture or break. These words, poke, tear, rupture, pierce, fracture, all these hairline cracks, all these words are of Ketu in nature. And that Ketu, along with Sun, might cause problems for the bone, for the muscle, for the tone, and might cause lot of difficulties to the native with regard to his physical self. So this is the medical astrology part of Sun and Ketu. The next, there is one more problem which people go through, that is anemia. So if this particular combination is in the 12th, or if it is in the 8th, these people go through immune problems or anemic problems where the blood, hemoglobin content will go down, and they would need supplements. So there are many things which we actually have to tell. I can tell you one small thing once again. A person who is having a beautiful fruit farm, or a fruit, is a, let us say he is an agriculturist who has fruit orchards with Sun and Ketu. He should be careful with regard to insects suddenly infesting, or virus infection on the whole of the farm. Sudden, it can happen sudden. So he should be aware of the timing. It doesn't happen every year and every time. It happens once in a lifetime. Also, is a very huge sweep, because he will have lost a whole year's investment. So these are the small things, nuances of astrology, which takes time for us to study. And I have observed that people, don't even cross the 10-minute mark. They are very impatient nowadays. They don't sit and study astrology, or even watch a video fully. So that is why I am not giving full all details in one video, or else each combination will take at least 2.5 hours of a video, which I don't think will even 10 people will even like it, because they would want to have snapshot videos. So God bless. So, and thank you very much for today's class.